This is Subaru's mid-size full electric SUV, the Solterra, and yes, it does look a lot like the Toyota BZ4X, because basically it's the same car. It was created in collaboration between the two brands, with the Subaru having a few little design quirks of its own, like that. But most importantly, the Subaru is four-wheel drive only. And it is a good looking car. I mean, you can certainly see that angular Lexus influence seeping down through to the Toyota and then through to the Subaru. And that is a good thing. I mean, it looks really smart. Now, it is worth noting that the Solterra is due to be updated in 2026, so the question is it worth looking at the 2025 model as is, or should you wait and check out the 2026 model instead? Let's take a look. So let's jump straight into trim levels. So there's two trim levels available on the Solterra. There's Limited and Touring. Now every model gets fairly swanky kit like adaptive cruise control, heated front and rear seats, a 360-degree parking camera, and a digital rear view mirror. Touring models like this one we have get upgrades like faux leather seats, a sunroof, wireless phone charging, and a Harman Kardon sound system. If those kind of things are important to you, then yep, get the Touring model. If they're not, then don't. Now, design-wise in here, it's really clean. I mean, brevity nowadays when it comes to functions and buttons is quite a rare thing. And by that, I mean, there are buttons here that you will need pretty much every day when you're driving the car, and they are here, ready to press, very easy to access, they're not buried in the screen, and that is a very good thing as far as I'm concerned. And even the touchscreen, I mean, it's very easy to navigate, it's very snappy and sharp and responsive, and there's a nice menu down the side, it's easy to get to the phone, the media, the sat-nav functions, yeah, very, very easy. Although the screen is angled the wrong way a little bit, which is a bit strange. I mean, even on the sat-nav, if you go to enter a location, you have to go all the way over there. It seems like it should be on this side. I don't know if you can change that, I'll have to have a look at that. Another design element that is worth talking about is the instrument cluster. Now, it's neither a traditional sunken speedo or a head-up display. So it's set quite far back, which is something that kind of a bit of time getting used to. While the speedo graphics okay, there's other sort of more detailed information on there that A, seems a bit cluttered, and B, can be a bit pixelated 8-bit Mario. I mean, it's okay, you do get used to it, but it does make getting a comfy driving position and being able to see the instrument cluster a little bit difficult. A bit like when you get Peugeot with the shrunken steering wheels, you will find yourself moving this around and probably compromising a little bit on where you're going to leave it. Aside from design, the build quality in here is brilliant. I mean, Toyota is very clever and an expert at giving you just the right amount of plush materials in just the right places, and okay, there's cheaper materials lower down, but who cares? And obviously Subaru benefit from that massively. And yeah, overall the design is really nice. It strikes a nice balance. You got the little gloss inlays here and the little design elements dotted around. It's a really nice interior. Got no complaints. Practicality wise in here, there's loads of cubbies. You've got a space here for charging your phone or storing your keys or your wallet. Two good cup holders here, underarm storage here. You've also got decent door bins, and although you haven't got a glove box, you do get more knee room up front. Although I'm not sure you need more knee room, because you can whack this chair all the way back pretty much, because there's so much room in the back, which I'll show you now. Also, it's very, very easy to climb in and out of here. It reminds me a bit of the Honda Jazz. You can just kind of swing your way out, and there you go. Climbing in the back's a bit more difficult to do though, because your knees sit quite high. But anyway, once you are back here, the amount of leg room you have on offer is a bit of a joke. It's amazing. I mean, you would not think from the svelte exterior that you would get so much leg room. It's like a luxury saloon. It's absolutely ridiculous in a good way. Yeah, I mean, space back here is great. It feels really spacious. You've got plenty of headroom as well. Moving about's really easy to do because you've got an almost completely flat floor. I mean, we had kids seats in here the other day, and getting them in and getting them out, the kids seats and the kids actually, was just really easy to do. I mean, I've not really got any complaints about here. You've got heated seats back here as well, as standard, as I mentioned earlier. You've also got USB-C charging. These seats don't slide back and forth, but they do recline if you want to be a bit more relaxed. I'm so relaxed right now. And you got an armrest as well, and that. Cue one of the loudest boot mechanisms in the world. Powered tailgate is standard, by the way. So the boot in the Solterra is really good. There's 441 litres on offer. You get a nice low load lip. It's a nice square, usable space, and those seats fold relatively flat as well. But my favourite thing about the boot, got to be said, and it's only a little thing, is the underfloor storage. Now, this isn't a prerequisite in every electric car, and sometimes the storage you get isn't enough to store the cables. It is in here. There's a nice amount of space, enough to store the cables. It's a bit of a disappointment that there's no frunk under the bonnet, like a little space just to give you the option to maybe whack the cables in there and put maybe some wellies or you know, a dog lead or anything under there. But yeah, really good boot. It's not revolutionary by any means, but it's a good size. Right, let's take it on the road. So the Solterra, in true Subaru fashion, is four-wheel drive only, and that comes via a motor at the front and a motor at the back. And now these are powered by a 64 kilowatt per hour battery, which all in gives you a power output of 215 brake horsepower. Now that's not loads, but it certainly doesn't feel sluggish at all. I mean, 0 to 62 in under 7 seconds, not bad at all. To be fair, it can feel a little bit sluggish off the mark at dead stops, at junctions and stuff. More on that in a bit in terms of throttle response, but at the end of the day, this is a single gear, push to go electric car, which means if you put your foot down, it's gonna go. And yeah, it feels pretty nippy. Now, Subaru claims a WLTP range of 288 miles for the entry-level limited model and 257 miles for this touring model. However, some consumers have reported that they've been getting around 150 to 200, which isn't great. But hopefully for 2026 with the revised model, Subaru will be giving us some more agreeable and more reliable figures in terms of range, that is. Charging wise, the Solterra will accept up to 150 kilowatts of DC charging. So that means that if you plug in on a motorway service station a 150 kilowatt charger, you're looking at 10 to 80% battery capacity in around half an hour. So pretty standard stuff. Now, the driving dynamics in the Solterra are a bit of a funny one, in a good way. I'd almost given up on electric cars being fun or characterful at all to drive. A bit like when 3-cylinder turbos started coming out and there was just loads of them and they were kind of all the same and not very good. That's kind of how I felt it was going with electric cars. But this is quite fun to drive. I mean, yes, there's a bit of body roll in the corners, but the trade-off is a very comfy drive. And the steering is a little bit rubbery, a bit elasticy off centre, but I think it's quite fun. I mean, I tell you what, the four-wheel drive gives you noticeable extra traction in the corners. You can feel it sort of bite in, and it manages its weight. I mean, you know, it's an electric car, it is quite heavy, it's around 2 tons. It's quite a heavy car, but it manages its weight really well, and I at no point feel like it's gonna come unstuck. Now, as I mentioned before, the throttle response can be a little bit hit and miss. Sometimes with electric cars, there's that half a second or so delay. Now, you kind of do get used to this, and you can put it in power mode, which is basically like a sport mode in here. If you want a little bit more responsiveness, obviously that will affect how much battery you're using and, you know, what kind of efficiency you get. But, you know, it is something you get used to, and to be honest, the brakes are a little bit like that as well. They do take some getting used to. Again, this is a common trait of an electric car, and if you toggle these flappy paddles on the steering wheel, you can dial in and out the regenerative braking, and you can kind of find a sweet spot between using the brake yourself, there we go, taking your foot off and it brakes automatically with the regen braking. You can find a nice little sweet spot. So that slight delay you might get with the brake, it's not really a delay, to be honest. It's more, you either get all or nothing. You can squeeze the brake and then boom, you get all the braking power at once. Now, there is an X mode in the Solterra, which is basically the off-roading mode, and I'll be honest, I haven't used this. Well, I haven't been off-roading it because, I mean, most people won't be going off-roading it, but if you do want to do that, I don't think you'll have much of an issue. I mean, judging by how well this corners and how you can feel that traction really sort of clinging on and making sure you know, stay connected with the road, I don't think you'll have any issue whatsoever on muddy tracks or dirt roads. So while there are admittedly a few holes in the Solterra's overall package, I really like this car, especially the way it drives. It's got its own character, its own personality, and that cannot be said for a lot of EVs. The big question is, do you buy this or do you buy the Toyota? I mean, let's be honest, Subaru's cooler than Toyota, isn't it? What's not so cool is that the Toyota is cheaper. I mean, that does make the decision a bit tricky, but hey ho, that's the world of car buying. Sorry.